Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 milliamp hour power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Welcome to Truthline, where we dive into the world of sports and explore the stories behind the stats. Today, we're looking at one of the biggest matchups in college football. Alabama takes on Georgia in the SEC opener. These two teams have a long history of delivering classics whenever they meet on the field. We're talking about games like the famous second and 26 walk-off touchdown pass in the 2018 National Championship game, to the wild comeback the following season when Jalen Hurts took over and beat Georgia in the SEC Championship. And who can forget the thrilling matchup last year, when Ryan Williams delivered one of the greatest plays you'll ever see on an acrobatic catch, and run for a game-winning 75-yard touchdown. But what makes this year's edition so special? For Alabama, it's about getting off to a strong start in their challenging SEC slate. They already have one loss from their season opener against Florida State and would love to get back on track with a win over Georgia. And for Georgia, it's about making some much-needed marquee wins under new coach Kalen DeBoer. DeBoer faces the tough task of taking down Alabama, a team that hasn't been nearly as good as you'd expect based on the names on the front of the jersey. But he's got a defense that could keep pace with the Tide, and quarterback Gunnar Stockton has shown signs of improvement this season. So, how does Alabama attack Georgia's defense? Well, DeBoer and new offensive coordinator Ryan Grubb will be looking to cook up some new concepts that Smart and UGA defensive coordinator Glenn Schumann haven't seen before. And with quarterback Ty Simpson at the helm, the Tide could finally find their footing on offense. But don't count out Georgia just yet. With an Alabama defense that hasn't been nearly as good as you'd expect based on the names on the front of the jersey, it might be time for the Bulldogs to take some shots downfield. They've struggled with pass protection against Tennessee, so if they can find a way to keep quarterback Stockton safe, this could become a high-scoring affair. And let's not forget about Alabama's struggling run game. The Tide rank 103rd nationally, averaging only 123.67 rushing yards per game. But with running back Jam Miller set to return, maybe this is the boost they need to get their ground game going. So what's the prediction here? We're looking at a game that could go either way, but Sportsline's proven computer model says Georgia wins, and I'm not so sure about taking points. With both defenses struggling, it might be time for some creative play calling from either side. But one thing is for sure, this matchup has the potential to deliver a classic. In the end, it all comes down to how these two teams match up against each other. And if last year's thriller in Tuscaloosa was anything to go by, we're in store for another game of the season. So, will Alabama come out on top and start their SEC slate off right? Or will Georgia continue its surprising streak under Kalen DeBoer? One thing is certain with these two teams facing off, it's going to be a wild ride.